Myers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Smith. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
They'll look to run with Dallas.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Geno now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. It's Dallas.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
DJ Dallas. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown, Seahawks. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers, he'll find Aguara complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit, and they get one here in the passing game.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Caught on the right side by Jones.
He's got the first down and more. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. But it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
27 yards.
and the Packers get a bit closer.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
Well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Now Myers for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Nixon now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rolling to his right. He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, 35 yards.
And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half.
They're going to try and run.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Rodgers now on first down.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Well, I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
The kick by Crosby is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. On 4th down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Smith throwing again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Smith again.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
DJ Dallas.
He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, they pitched to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult?
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
19,
Now Smith.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before...
He's got a man, complete, touchdown. DK Metcalf, 76 yards.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Rodgers now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Under pressure, and down he goes. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Jamal Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running the toss here to Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Jones.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I haven't seen them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And some room to roam now. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a game brings up second and
They'll run with Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out, and the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 80 yards on the ground for him so far.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now a give, running left is Wilson. 25 yards the pickup there, also a 1st down. Here's Tua. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On play action, Rodgers. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. From midfield, here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rodgers to throw once more. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Let's go. Go set.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
The tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A gain of
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a short kick taking it about. Mostert hit and he drops the ball.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right.
And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the front.
And he can't find anywhere to go.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get up, go. wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it, that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons are kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying.